Hey, what is up everybody, BlackClover here, and today I have for you another video of BlackCloverMobile. Inside this video, guys, we're going to be actually showing you all pretty much how you can actually farm on auto stage 15 red gear stages with the lowest CC possible. Now, I've been having, or at least helping out a friend here for a hot minute, I want to say about at least a month, and we've been slowly doing things piece by piece, and finally, when at like I think it was 145k, we managed to beat stage 15 on auto. Now today I'm going to be showing you guys his account, be showing you guys the CC that he actually has here, and he's actually here with me right now. So Daryl, you want to say anything?
Hey, what's going on?
All right, so I just swapped over the Daryl screen here. We're kind of sharing through Discord, so it's kind of a little bit weird with the quality. But Daryl, could you like give the people a little bit of a tour of your account real quick, just show them what characters you got?
Okay.
All right, so as you guys see, Daryl's account real quick here, as he can scroll down here, it's pretty decent here. He's been using some of the materials that he has, and he's been rather lucky when it comes down to actually summoning for these characters. And for the main team that we ended up doing, we were trying to like use different characters that he used. I think at one point we built Seke up. We started building Soul because he didn't have Mars. We built up his blue Yami, William, etc. And over the course of doing this with trial and error, seeing what could work, we finally got the team that he could work with, as well at 145k, which was the bare minimum that we could probably do for the 222k or 220k stage 15 gear stage. He ended up completing it. Now, Daryl, you had around like only SSR gear and UR gear beforehand?
Yeah, that's changed now, but it was only SSR and a couple URs.
Yeah, and like for the most part, like we had, I think Fauna was at like 40k, 42k or something like that. It was like 40k, I think, and everyone else was a little bit lower.
Yeah.
So Daryl, could you show like your gear now, kind of what we've been doing here before we actually get into the run?
Easy peasy.
All right, guys, so you guys can see it right here. He still is wearing a couple SSR pieces, some UR pieces, some LR pieces here. And you can only see that he only has about at least 5 actual pieces that he uses. Daryl, I want you to flip over to the other characters that you use throughout this real quick. In which throughout this time here, and you can just go ahead and flip them whenever you feel like it. Throughout the time, he's still only using these SR pieces, and SSR pieces, and he's getting crazy far with them. And we have Lotus with full SSR gear, still no LR gear or UR gear. So you guys can pretty much tell that it's been a grind doing this. So with all of this, it came down to mainly min-maxing, trying to see what can give you the most out of your buck here. And it was mainly like different things where it came down to us trying to just +8 everything to be used for other options and stuff like that, or either even breaking down the auto function here. So Daryl, I want you to go ahead and go into the gear stage 15 and show pretty much your team that you currently have, so the people can be able to at least try to replicate it, and then also show your auto functions here.
There's the team.
All right.
And here's our auto.
All right, so you guys see like team here. You want to make sure you have Charmy, William, of course Fauna, and Lotus here. Now, of course, we were able to beat this, I think, a little bit beforehand, or at least beat 14 and 13 without using I think it was like you weren't using Charmy at the time.
Yeah.
You're using another character, in which we were able to do that beforehand. But if you don't have Mars, you definitely could use this team. And if you don't have Fauna, because I know people are missing Fauna herself, you could use Blue Yami in her case. But Fauna is the best way to do this. Now, of course, without having William, you're perfectly fine. You can go ahead and use Mars, but you're only limited to a certain amount of things. But necessary characters that definitely need to be here should be most likely be Charmy and Lotus, because Lotus is definitely going to keep the enemy back. And you guys will see like he actually keeps them pretty much intact, and then Charmy is going to make sure she gets off the additionals and be healing up everybody. Pretty interesting here. So before we get into it, guys, I want to tell you guys, first of all, anyone can do this. If you do need help with different like optimizing the gear and stuff like that, be sure to tell me. I'm usually available inside of Discord, so either just hit me up in DMs or either go ahead and add me inside the Discord chat, and most likely I will respond. But Daryl, let's go ahead and get to it. So it's gonna be fairly interesting here. Hopefully we can get you another LR piece.
I'd love to get one. Let's just do a run. Why not?
One run would be definitely good because like if we can get your arrow piece off rip, that's good. But how everything's works, guys, and oh god, you're on slow motion. Oh
I'll have
no.
to speed it.
Oh no. Dude, no. Look at that. All right, there we go. So how everything works is pretty much simple. As you guys can see, you're getting off their debuffs. Fauna's dealing stupid damage, and you just have pretty much Charmy immediately using her skill 2 to keep Fauna healed or keep any one of her characters healed. And throughout this entire time, since you do have William and everyone else working together, you pretty much have that nice sustain that you're missing, including the buffs here. As you can tell, we already have our DPS. She got the additional off. Everyone's healed. And of course, we're getting the buffs as well whenever we need it. Alongside with having William here, he does boost up that endurance. So you do have a good chance of getting back up to the plate pretty quickly. And so as you guys can tell, it's actually working out. So Daryl, would you like to tell them the journey of at least your Fauna, how far it's come?
This Fauna has been with me ever since they dropped. She, as soon as I got her, we knew that she was going to be on the team. She's the DPS god for gear farming, at least for this stage.
Yeah, I can't even lie. I'm kind of jealous I don't got her right now. I'm still missing her, but like she definitely gets the job done. Now, if
Blue Yami is a good second though. He's right there with her.
He really is. He does. I want to say let's take that 178 for example. I think mine has done on good days 200k with his AoE, but on bad days he'll do like 120, 110. And so his character is only 2-star. My Blue Yami is kind of built as well as a 5-star, and Fauna does way more damage than him for this. So if you guys have Fauna, you should be pretty much in the ballpark. But as you can tell, they're going to be, of course, focusing certain characters, but normally they're not going too hard for most people. They kind of spread their damage out pretty well. So as you can tell, you're just slowly getting through it, chopping down the enemy, and it's absolutely amazing. So I forgot to go over your team CT now. I actually did not look at that.
We'll look at it after this.
Yeah, we'll look at it after this. So you guys can see he went from 145k, which was beating this, I think, like I want to say 3 days ago or 2 days ago, and now he's at way higher. So I think he's at 160 now, 170. Let's go ahead and check it around. Let's see what you get here. That's a SR piece, but it's okay. And I'm going to inform you guys exactly how to go about doing this as well afterwards. Okay, so yeah, he's at 159, not even 160 just yet. And as you guys can tell, he's doing absolutely perfect. So if you're around this power, if you're a little bit lower, don't have any problems with this. Daryl, could you take us back to your characters real quick?
Yeah.
Now, one of the few things that you are going to want to do if you want to have this accomplished here, as you can tell, everyone's kind of lower CC. He doesn't have skills up. Flick through all the characters that you currently use. And you can see that his skills aren't really that high. So that's not causing the big difference here. Go ahead and go to William and then. Still not causing too much, only 3s and 2s, as well as if we can go ahead and flip to Charmy. She, I think, is only level 1s, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and as you can tell, even the SR cards aren't really that leveled here. The dupes on Charmy are non-existent for this one as well. The one difference that is going to come down to it here, Daryl, could you show them, I think it's your Fauna's talents, the talent circles, if I'm right? One difference that you want to do here is make sure you have the right attack pieces on, or the attack talents here. Attack talents make a major difference. Daryl's still working a little bit on getting the stones. So even without stones, you guys are able to do this. You don't have to unlock all of the circles, but at least unlocking your attack circle would be very valuable here, because you're able to at least, I want to say, exploit having some of that extra damage. And of course, slowly min-maxing your gear. So as I did say, Daryl is still wearing SR gear. If we go to his Lotus real quick, you want to really pay attention to what pieces you put on. And so, for example, with his Lotus here, I made it mainly a DPS Lotus here, with a little bit of defense, which is the little speed defense piece there. For the most part, you literally want to sit here, upgrade every last piece to 4 or 8, and slowly grind it up. Now, if you click his click one of your attack pieces, I guess, for example. If you go ahead and upgrade these pieces, of course, you're going to get more substats. And what you want to slowly do is compare to different pieces and slowly use them. So even if you have another SSR gear, it's the same typing, look at the substats and slowly upgrade those guys, min-max them, and try your best to slowly upgrade your gear. This will exponentially help you when at least trying to auto things and slowly build up your power. We went over this a lot of times. He would do some farming. I think we farmed stage 10 and 11 for ages, only getting SSR gear, barely getting UR gear. And we were sitting there just min-maxing, making extra accessories when you got the chance to, and it worked out. So, Daryl, is there anything you want to say to him?
I don't know. I don't have anything to say. You said it all.
But so far that's pretty much everything, you guys. If you ever have any questions with all your characters, such like that, be sure to ask me. I'm always available here. Daryl, thank you for actually showing off your account here, because I know you don't like showing off a lot of things with certain things here, but thank you for showing your account, and actually thank you for letting me test a little bit on some things too.
Yep.
All right, so you guys, once again, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, slap that like button beforehand and consider subscribing if you are new. I do daily Black Clover mobile videos. And till next time, everybody, peace.